Okay, here we go. So, introduce yourself, who you are, where you are located, and so and so. My name is Monica, and I cannot say who I am, but I can say what I do and where I am from. I'm Italian. I'm at the moment 44. I live in Cuneo, that is a small town in Piemonte area, close to Torino, but even more closer to the Alps in the south of Piemonte. So I'm enjoying quite a lot hiking, walking, exploring, and my favorite sport are mountain biking, hiking, alpine ski, and all this thing that you can do in the mountain. To be honest, what I could say about me is that I'm a human being continuously evolving. That's absolutely me. I cannot define myself with a specific name, adjective, characteristic, because it's not me, or it's me in this moment, but maybe in 10 minutes it will be another thing. So definitely I am a human being continuously evolving. What do? I do youth work, project management in an organization that I created 10 years ago when I discovered about Erasmus Plus, that in that time was not really Erasmus Plus, it was Youth in Action. And of course, as I say before, I practice sport, I forgot to say running, and I like quite a lot taking pictures. I've got a 50D Canon camera, and I enjoy pretty lot playing with it. What else? As I said, I live in Cuneo. Now you can see exactly where it is in Italy. Well, you ask about why did I join? Because I want to improve myself and I want to to learn new things, to learn new possibility, to explore a new part of myself that I didn't explore yet. I'm facilitating young people in the process of a youth exchange or in a process at the school, but I never tried the online one. And of course, it's also related to young people, and it's not yet on adult education. So it will be pretty interesting to explore different aspects of it. Then what are the three top things that I've learned in my facilitating work? Here we go. The first one, each one is unique. That's what I learned first. Each one is unique, and each one has his or her own particular way to express himself, herself, to speak about things, to look at the things, to face the situation, to express whatever they want to express. It can be physically, it can be with words, it can be with anger, fear, whatever. I've just learned that each person has a different attitude, a different behavior, and as I said before, I cannot say about myself who I am because I'm going to change. And the same thing is for the people that I'm working with. They can be in a different mood, in different moments, so also their expression is changing continuously. Second thing that I learned is that there are different and unlimited ways to look at a specific thing. So I can look at a paper from this side, but also from this side, and also from this side, and it will be always different, even if it's the same piece of paper. So this is another thing that I've learned, and also the point that comes from this is that there is not a right way to look at things, and not even a wrong way to look at things. There are just different points of view that have to be understood somehow, not even accepted, but not, I don't really need to get into that point of view. I just can accept the point of view because it's from another person, but it's not from me. And the third one is that I'm a human being and I don't know everything, and I can also fail sometimes. So what I learned is that I'm not God. I don't know everything, every time is an occasion for me to learn something new. And in case I made a mistake or I do something wrong, I just have to say, sorry guys, I don't know this. I made a mistake about that. Maybe you can support me in this part, or maybe we can work on the situation all together, because from my space I don't know this bit, or I'm not in the I don't know, I don't have all that knowledge that can be useful to work on things. So maybe someone else has more, and I can give my part, but you can put your bit as well. Okay, next bit about being a facilitator. I'm a facilitator, and that means that I'm here to hold the space for participants in the group. That means that the space have to be a space where you will feel free and safe to express your own idea, your own feeling, your own needs. And my point here is to be present, to listen to everyone, to welcome everyone experience, everyone need, everyone necessities, and to support this aperture. I'm going to use this photographical word. I don't know if it's English perfectly, but still, my point of view about being here is to support you to express whatever comes and whatever needs to be expressed to the other. Of course, the main space is done to create a conversation and a cooperative connection. So what I would ask you to maintain is a behavior that is not aggressive to the other, but is assertive. So if you need to assert yourself, your feeling and your need, is absolutely the space to do it, but I will be here to avoid people aggressing each other and to yell to each other, or to have a discussion that are going really deep in pointing out things for the other person that are not needed. That's absolutely what I will do, and it would be also important for me as a facilitator, but for everyone in the group, to work together to set a specific rule, which is actually kind of confidential rule, where every one of us, lifting our hands right now, will accept the fact that what happened in the group is going to stay in the group. So every one of us is going to be is going to feel safe about what he's going to say or she's going to say, because if things are going to stay in the group, I can feel myself more able and more open to the other, and allowed my vulnerability to come out and to show myself in my beauty, in my capacity, in my in all I have to offer to the world, that sometimes is not even shown because I'm afraid, and you could be afraid about showing it because judgment from the other people. So what will be important here is not judging the other, and that's why I will be here to try to underline whatever kind of way when some judgment are coming out, and we will work together to reduce the judgment to zero in order to open the space to everyone to express. Okay, next bit. What about participants getting angry to each other? First of all, I'm going to ask you to breathe. That's the first thing that I like to do with myself when something happens, but that I'm also inviting young people, and not just young people, to do when something happens and the atmosphere kind of grow in a space of hunger or disconnection of one with the other, or even with myself, with oneself. So the first thing is, please breathe. Breathe. And after every one of us has taken a few seconds just to breathe and to reconnect with what's going on inside, what I'm going to ask you is to check within yourself what are the emotions, what are the feelings into the body that you feel, like what's going on. Is there anger? Is there pain? Is there something in your chest? Is there something in your throat that wants to come out? Is there some energy in your arm? Whatever is there, just check it. Just kind of have a body scan of yourself and notice what's going on during this kind of discussion that was actually growing a bit too far. So yeah, as I say, the second step is, okay, stop and breathe. And once you have noticed what's going on in your body, in your feeling, in your mood, I would like to ask you to, one per time, express to the other a specific thing. So each one of you, one first and the second late, will start and use I feel, expressing to the other which kind of feeling are inside. So, as I say, please don't start or don't use the word you. And don't even point the finger. So the invitation is to express whatever comes and whatever happens into yourself when this discussion move a bit further, and just to say, I feel aggressed, I feel sad because of what I heard, I feel in disagreement, I feel anger because I was not listened, and so and so. First the first one and then the second one. But of course that's it's not possible to give any kind of you did this, you did that. Okay, let's move on. Politically correct. Okay, so in this case what I would do is to notice first that is a good start. We actually found what is connecting all the participants in the group. There is some common point that we can use as a good starting base that is uniting us, and that's already quite good. Of course, as we are unique, as I know that we are unique, no one of us is same as the other one. We can be similar, we can have similar behavior, similar attitudes, similar beliefs, but no one of us is same, and we will never be the same as we are now. I mean, even ourselves are changing every time and now. Oh, how is the English word? I don't remember. So the suggestion is that we can now go a bit deeper in this analysis, in this sharing about this point, and I suggest that each one of us take a piece of paper and for a certain amount of minutes, let's say 15 minutes, each one of us work by himself or herself, and just write on the paper whatever thought come to the mind, to his mind, her mind, related to the topic we are discussing. Please don't remove the pen from the paper, so keep writing, don't stop it, and don't avoid anything. Whatever comes to your mind, just write it down, just note it on the paper. No one is going to read your paper, so please just write whatever comes in your mind, in your heart, wherever it comes. Just don't censor anything, yeah? So take the paper and write all you feel and you think for the next 15 minutes. As I said, don't lift the pen from the paper since you don't receive the stop signal, and be sure that no one is going to read it. Okay, now that you got these 15 minutes to analyze what is your real feeling, your real thoughts about this topic, what I ask you to do is to take another piece of paper and summarize with bullets what are your main idea about the topic, exactly what came out from this 15 minutes continuous writing. The paper is anonymous and no one will know who wrote this piece of paper, apart if you want to share it with the group. That's absolutely up to you. So take another piece of paper and write a kind of summary of what came out of your reflection before. Okay? Don't put your name. If you want to tell things to the other people, you can do it. If you don't, you just have to leave the piece of paper in the middle of the room, in the box, and then we will just put it out and read it over with the other participants. So no one will know, apart if you want to let us know, who brought the piece of paper. Definitely, what I can say is that it's difficult sometimes to express our own thought because we feel judged, we feel other people cannot agree, we feel that other people can change their mind about ourselves. But it's also really powerful for ourselves to try ourselves out, like to step out and say, this is me. In this moment, this is what I feel, this is what I think. And that's going to be also kind of way to improve the richness of the group material, the richness of the sharing. It's kind of put all kind of color on the table instead of just use the white. So if we got different colors, it's going to be a better picture than not just a white board. That's why I also invite yourself to check what's going on inside when it's time to share things and see how far you can go expressing your own thoughts. And once you can do it in a safe space, as this one can be, as we took this pledge about nothing is going to go out of the group. As far as you try out yourself in a group which is safe, you will be much more empowered when you need to go outside in the real world, let's tell it like that, and to express your own ideas in front of other people. So this is kind of a gym where you can try yourself out. Okay, last bit. Reflection about this video and facilitating our stuff. Speaking to myself is funny. It's interesting to look at myself in the mobile camera. So yeah, I'm noticing my nose that this is still not recovered from recent sickness. Is it sickness? I don't know. So now you notice my nose, yeah? In case you didn't. And second bit that I wrote is that this was not kind of real facilitation, because I imagine online facilitation is going to be in a connection with someone else. So it's kind of having different people in the screen, like in Skype or in Zoom meeting, where different people are there. In that case, what I know is that I feel a bit uncomfortable time by time to stop the conversation. So that will be one of the skills or the things that I would really need to practice in case, because in those occasions I've seen myself sometimes in trouble to say, okay guys, stop, it's time to change the subject, it's time to reduce the time spent on this argument, and so and so. So as I say, it's important for me to test it on the spot with real people and with real situation. So it was really funny to record this video. It was really interesting to try myself out in something that I didn't do before. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to see you, to get to know yourself and all the other people participant in this nice and interesting activity that you are suggesting. So see you soon. Ciao!